Well, hey guys, it's so busy and I'm shooting so much footage in Quartzsite. I'm not even sure if you're ever going to see this one. It's sort of a minor little side trip. In camp here, our friend Lisa, who had to run back to the East Coast for an unfortunate family thing, just got back driving across the whole country, exhausted, but so happy to see everybody and see her kitties. And so I suggested, hey, why don't we celebrate? I'll go in town to Outback Pizza and get a pizza for us all, and we'll celebrate. And everybody thought that was a good idea. So that's what Dottie and I are doing right now. We're going into town to Outback Pizza. It's November, just to put things in perspective, it's November 19th, 2024. It's a Tuesday, because then it's 1:27 in the afternoon, and that's where we are headed. This is like we call it the ATM trail, but it's a trail that runs along the power lines, but there's a lot of ATM activity on it. Headed into town. I'm recording. I wasn't prepared to record anything, so all I have here is my trusty iPhone doing the recording and doing the audio. Hopefully the audio is good. There's a little AC in the background. Just not that it's cool outside, but with the windows closed here, I got the internal temp up over 80. So we're trying to cool that down a little bit. See, the fire danger sign is still stuck there on extreme. And like I said, I've not seen that before. I'm not going to say in the last 4 years it hasn't been extreme. I'm saying I certainly have not noticed that sign with that rating of extreme on it before. And it's really just a couple of short miles into town here. It still seems not that busy out here yet. I'll keep everybody posted on how things look filling up. You see on the right and left, you see a few rigs out there in the desert. We're coming up here on, we probably already crossed the line into the two other LTVAs. On the right is La Posa North here, and on the left is La Posa West. I thought that was a rig right there. It's not. It's a working truck for the power line. I see rigs on the left there. On the right, they're rigs, but they're pretty far out. They're probably far in from the road. Like I said, if you're coming out here and you want to be close to town, you would be in one of these two LTVA areas, and the one that's probably the most convenient to town proper would be La Posa West on the left here. It butts up against the main part of Tyson Wells, where the big tent is. The other side here the poles of north would abut up to those areas east of central, east of 95, where the markets are and the QIA. Always tell you're here when you pass those LTVA entrances, and then you see a little hill in front of us there. That little hill is just the overpass over Interstate 10. And I'm looking, there are a lot of rigs there that are up close to the border here, and because the Tyson Well starts right here, just where we're passing, but there's still spots available to be close. You want to be able to ride your bike or simply walk into town. And just to remind everybody, this is Kuhn Street. You'll hear that referred to often, Kuhn Street. And it's spelled Kuehn, Kuhn Street. If I made a left there, I'd be in Tyson Wells, and it's where all the vendor tents are. And things like beer bellies, where there's live entertainment. It's also known as the adult daycare. And behind that is where the big tent will go in January. Also, there's a K&B Tools there, and the home offices of Tyson Wells and the game store. Not to mention discount grocery liquidators that they're there over by kind of between where the game store is and where K&B and the beer bellies is. If you took those 3 points and made a triangle, the discount grocery liquidators would be in the center of that triangle. They're pretty darn close. So first we're going to stop briefly at our friends at Mve Mountain Mail, because we have we're supposed to get 2 things today, but we're only going to get one because the other one hasn't been delivered. But I had one delivered. I had a notice yesterday, or even Friday, I think I had a notice. So and it is a new bedspread, and it's not terribly exciting because it's exactly the same as the old bedspread, just doesn't have a bunch of rips, tears, stains, and junk. The old one's not salvageable, but if I only have to buy one of these, and they're specially made for pets, so if I only have to buy one of these bad boys every 2 years, I'm good with that. I'm happy. And by the time we get this and we get over to Outback Pizza, it'll be, I'm sure, to be ready to pick up. And you know what I'm going to do? Is I'm going to find a way to show you what the pizza looks like, and then I'm going to end this little video that you may or may not ever see. This is, see on the corner with the roof there, there's an ancient little building in there, and they call it Judge Hagley Site Preservation Project. And for years, that little building was just there out by itself, disintegrating and falling apart, and there were just no trespassing signs around it for years. And now it's a tourist attraction, if you can imagine such a thing. All right, guys, I will be right back. Alright, I got my package, and we're heading to Outback. I mentioned briefly that there was a second package that I know hadn't been delivered yet, so we'll need to come back tomorrow or the next day when it's convenient for me. But the other package is mildly interesting. It's my third Starlink hardware kit. And what happened this time is I got a replacement kit, actually for something I did, a mistake that I made, and I damaged the actuator on the motor on the dish last summer, and I did it because it was tightly packed in a bay, and I forced it out and I broke it, and I was fully prepared to pay for retail for a new kit, and no, they said no, we'll send you a new one, and and I was way past the stated warranty period. I've had it since January 2022. This was in July of 24. So they sent that to me. It's been working great, but suddenly last week, I started getting a message that said we can't determine your GPS location. But it was working fine. I didn't have any complaints with the speeds or anything. And eventually, after a couple of days, it said, you need to contact support. And I did. And I told them what was going on. And they said, we need to send you another kit. And and I asked the guy, hey, is there any way I could pay to upgrade it from the Generation 2 to the Generation 3? And by the time they got that and answered it, this had already been shipped. But the guy said, you know what? You would have to pay full retail for it. But I got to tell you, what you got's better. It's got, the motor on it, and it'll adjust itself to be optimized, where you'd have to do it manually on the new generation. And really, I don't think you're going to notice any difference in performance. So that was pretty interesting. Now, I think I have gone too far. I've gone too far. I don't know if there's a back way I could get here. I wasn't really paying very good attention to what was going on. So let's see if I can worm my way back to Outback. I think I can. That's what you get when you get babbling away while you're driving. I think I can get my way back here. Unless I just became thoroughly confused. I think it's right here. The stage, Outback Pizza, it's right there. Okay. I'm not crazy. I got back here. So I will, again, be right back. Okay, as promised, there's the order of breadsticks I got. Here's the pizza. I wish you had smell-o-vision. It's pretty good. So with tax and everything, before tip, it was $33. This is the largest size that they have. And that's gonna be it. This is for this short video, and trust me, it's gonna be a good pizza. I've had it here many times. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.